Hello everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video we'll be going through a quick unboxing of the Dragonia Knight, and the Dragonia Knight is from 30 Minutes Fantasy, and this is all released from Bandai. And as for this kit, this was released back in 2025. Trying to continue on with the backlog of some of the kits for my 30 Minutes Fantasy. Some I do have, some I'm still waiting to fulfill, just because getting Plamo out of Japan has just been a bit more challenging, just because of order fulfillment and things like that. So I get hit with the back order stick as much as the next person. Now I did get the Dragonia Knight from Hobby Link Japan, so there'll be a link to the product there in the description. So front of the box. So this will be very interesting because we're moving away from traditional humanoid silhouettes and characters into some draconic characters. So this is the first of the draconic line, well, draconic faction, I guess is probably a better term. So front of the box for the Dragonia Knight, so we have the nice full body here, and then behind just a bit more of a 3/4 shot of the character in particular. Definitely looking forward to putting this together. I'm sure there are some similarities to the previous silhouettes, but no doubt there will be some unique ones to this kit. Bottom of the box, usual contents breakdown between the silhouette and the job change armor. It will have silhouette D as opposed to silhouettes 1, 2, and 3. I can only imagine the D is short for Draconia or Draconic, but that's me trying to infer something. Typical job change into the Class 1 Dragonia Knight. Does look very cool. Be interesting to see if we get more colours down the track. In terms of the element core, we are sporting the Thunder attribute, which is nothing unusual. Previous silhouettes have used this, and then we just have some different posing with a expanded version of the Knight to the Lord, becoming a Class 3 Lord, and that's a job change with additional class up gear. So that'll be a separate kit entirely. Does look very, very cool. One of the other sides of the box, so it's kit number 15 of the line, and then the usual front and rear, and a quick little blurb there, which I might quickly read. So we have, what do we have here? Class 1 Dragonborn Warrior, a job that has high resistance to fire and specializes in the physical enhancements granted by Dragon Blood. With thick scales for defense and a powerful Dragon Sword strike, they excel at leading the charge to break through enemy lines. Adversity brings out their true potential, and only those who overcome the trials of their tribe may call themselves Dragonborn Warriors. Some nice thematic text there. Anyway, that's the box side of things done. Time to have a look at the manual and the runners. Front of the manual for the Dragonia Knight. So we have that nice image that we saw from the front of the box, the little thunder element, and just a few more different articulated posed shots of the Knight. Typical back of the manual, we have that little story blurb section, the armor cross and the job change, the silhouette D, and then that extra tidbit about becoming a Class 3 warrior element, whatever, with the Dragonia Lord. And then there's a little bit of cross compatibility, as to be expected, with some of the previously released kits, e.g. using the Liber Knight. In terms of the instructions, usual parts list. There will be a speed assembly section. You can definitely see some common attributes from previous silhouettes. May not be the exact same pieces, but everything will build pretty much the same. But the silhouette will have its expanded instructions as well, which, to be honest, I will probably use because I do typically pre-snip. So sometimes this quick guide can be a little bit disadvantageous because I don't remember what piece is what. And then the final part is the armor cross, the job change, basically equipping the silhouette with the armor to basically make it the Dragon Knight. Pretty straightforward, and there will be some spare pieces. So that was the manual. Always good to see that in action. Now, as for the runners, there are a few, and slightly different from what we're used to. So we're actually going to get two A1s, 1 and 2, like so. Probably very difficult to see against the black background, that's my fault. But yes, we do get these two in a, I'm not too sure what color it is. I want to say it's some type of dark brown maybe. But those two runners are there, and they do pretty much still follow the exact same pattern that we've seen traditionally with these silhouettes. And you can see some of the breakaway points between parts 1, 2, and 3. So always nice to see that. So we have two of those. Continuing on with the theme, we have two Bs, 1 and 2. Once again, it's been basically broken apart like so. So here looks to be a lot of the this will probably be the arms, and I'm assuming B2 will have things like the legs and the main torso. But once again, you can still see there's the number 1, there's a number 3 here as well. So the runners are still designed to break away to facilitate some of that specific ease of building. Two Cs, 1 and 2, they are attached together in a fluorescent yellow, which is typically the F1, F2 of the normal silhouette. We have a D, single D, with the parts 1, 2, and 3 to help with the build. So that would just be some of the armor attachment points for the arms and legs. We do have two E's going into a bit of a red of some description. Will there be some overlap? Yes, there will be, given that this is pretty much the armor. I feel like calling it tomato red. May or may not be correct. But yes, it's obviously the actual components to form the actual knight. And then lastly, we do have a F runner in black, which will be pretty much the weapons, and it looks to be a small tabard. How nice is that? Obviously, once again, hard to look at it given that it's basically black on black. My choice in background notwithstanding. So that pretty much brings us to the end of the unboxing of the Dragonia Knight for 30 Minutes Fantasy. Definitely looks like it'll be a very fun and interesting kit. At the moment, as of this video, I am building the Rossan Assassin. So that'll probably take me a few sessions. And then I do have the Liber Wizard ready to be snipped out and built. I have to double check if I have the Rossan Wizard. I can't remember off the top of my head. I may or may not. It has been some time. But yeah, anyway, there's obviously some gaps to fill, but that'll take, that'll happen in time. Anyway, going to leave that there. That's enough waffling from me. Thank you very much for watching this video. Feel free to leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. This does help support the channel and I do appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram and YouTube community tab. And they just basically cover what I'm pretty much actively working on, whether it's Warhammer, Plamo, or whatever else. With that being said, stay safe and take care, and I will catch you all in a future video, whether it's something from the Plamo side, something from 40k or Transformers, or whatever floats around on the channel. See ya.